Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and we have a special video today. One of the thinnest and lightest foldable phones got a special edition, and this is not just special, it's a Porsche design Honor Magic V2 RSR. Thanks to Honor for sending this over, and if you didn't know, Porsche has their 911 RSR and takes some design elements like their flyline design, even uses that agate gray color that they have on their cars. But on top of that, they send a lot of extras in the box, a custom case, even an Honor Magic pen, and more. So let's dive into it. We're gonna take a look at what comes in the box of the Porsche Design Honor Magic V2 RSR, and then of course get some hands-on with that phone. It does have some software elements as well. Let's get started. Let's begin the Porsche Design Honor Magic V2 RSR. Opening the box, let's see what we get. Looks like right away we have our phone. We're gonna set that to the side, build some suspense of course, and looks like we have a pen here. So it seems like we have a stylus here with a button as well, and a clip that makes it look like a regular pen. You can maybe clip it on your shirt pocket if you'd like to, but more on this in a little bit. All right, continuing through. I noticed right away that the SIM ejection tool has the Porsche Design logo on it. So that's just a really nice, unique touch. Sliding this box open, we have a case here, and it's a custom case with some stitching on it, some nice grip feel to it, Honor Porsche Design. So this part seems like it's for the back of the phone, and on the inside you have a nice sort of felt-like feel. Next in the box, I'm guessing this is some sort of case for the pen. Let's see, it says Honor right there, nice leather looking. And opening it up, there it is. So it is a case for that pen. Where did I put that? There we go. So setting it down, ooh, it magnetically attaches to it and you can close it and that will magnetically clasp as well. Feels really premium and obviously looks really good and sleek. Next up, we've got a couple boxes. Inside there, we have a USB Type A to USB Type C cable with some orange accents on the inside there, plus our charging brick here. Via USB Type A, you can get up to 66 watts with their supercharge. And we're not quite done, one more box. Okay, so same thing, charging cable with just a different brick adapter for you. All right, on to what you came to see. Here's just some warnings on the front since it is a foldable phone of the Honor Magic V2 RSR. Let's go peel this off. I'm really excited to check this out. So there's the front screen. We are going to boot it up right away. Again, building more suspense. Here we go, and there it is. There is the back of that Porsche design. Look at that. I love it. So we're gonna take a really close look at this hardware while this boots up. Absolutely crazy how thin this phone is, by the way. But anyways, we have a microphone here, USB Type-C port, one of our speakers, and there is our SIM card slot. Here's just a look at that back hinge. Again, just insane how thin this phone actually is. Up towards the top here, just it looks like an IR Blaster microphone and another one of our speakers. Make note, there is a camera bump there. And on the right side of the phone is where our volume rockers are, which when you open it up, it will be on the left side, and our power button on the right side here. And cannot forget, on the back, you have that Porsche flyline design. It says Honor Porsche Design there. Obviously with a very unique look and style to not only the back, the camera system as well. This camera system has a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and then a 20 megapixel telephoto lens, which can zoom in up to 2.5 times optically, but all the way up to 40 times digitally. Still can't get over how thin and light this phone is. But anyways, I'm gonna run through the setup process and just talk about anything that's noteworthy. I wanna point out, I love this sort of ramp here on the side. It's very comfortable to rest my pointer finger when I hold the phone with one hand. You do have the option to set up face unlock or fingerprint. So the fingerprint scanner is located in the power button. So just go ahead and set whatever finger you'd like to register on the right side. Obviously, I'm going to do my thumb, just set it on down. It gives a little vibration feedback. The motor feels pretty solid overall. Continuing through, this is taking a little bit longer than some other phones, but that's completely okay with me as long as it's quick and accurate when I go to use it. All right, we are all set up and ready to go. You can add more if you'd like to later, but also set up face unlock if you want. All right, and we are all set up and ready to go, and I can already tell that they have some software changes to this phone, including a wallpaper, maybe some app icons. Let's open this up for the first time here, and here it is, our new Porsche Design Honor Magic V2. Just insanely thin, foldable, very premium looking and feeling device. Now, if you look closely, there is a pre-installed screen protector, which is great that they included it. I wouldn't recommend doing this. There we go. Just for you guys, peeled it off, but I would keep it on if I were you, but nice that they have it included. And just as a comparison, here is the case, snapping that on very quickly. Should be really easy. There it is. So it doesn't really cover up the buttons on the right-hand side. Gives you some protection for the back. It will protect that hinge right here. But opening it up, let's see how easy this is. Oh, it doesn't really feel that much different. So really easy to open up and flip open, and it will give you some extra protection, and also nice that it's included. A very close look at that 6.43-inch outside display with a 20:9 aspect ratio, so it makes it feel more like a regular phone. This is an OLED display up to 120 hertz, so I can tell that's enabled by default because it looks very smooth. And of course, opening it up, let's take a close look at this inside display. That inside display is 7.92 inches. Again, also an OLED at 120 hertz refresh rate. Pretty close to square, but not quite. 9.78 to 9 aspect ratio. And just to confirm, going into display settings, scrolling down that screen refresh rate, it's set to dynamic, so it will change depending on what's actually on the display, but you can force 120 hertz. You can actually have it in the middle at 90 hertz or bump it down to 60 hertz to help save battery life, but I highly recommend either a dynamic or high. 120 hertz just looks so good and smooth. A quick look at that case mechanism. It's actually really cool how it sort of flattens out on the screen when you open it up and just sort of protects that hinge overall. But for now, taking off the case just so you can see that, that really cool sporty design on the back. No, I did not forget. Let's grab our stylus here. One more quick look. I would like to point out that at the top here, this will pop off because it does have the charger via USB Type-C. I turned on Bluetooth and it popped up the option to connect to the Honor Magic Pen. There is a little bit of an LED light, a status indicator right there, and it is now connected. So now double tap the switch. So the button on your stylus to quickly switch tools. Spotlight, use it as a laser page turner, and instant write. So when the screen's off, tap with your stylus to open the notes and write a quick note. On the right side, there's a little bubble that if you tap it, you can open notes, a handwritten note, or jump into settings. So if I just write subscribe in my beautiful handwriting right there, but let's jump into settings very quickly and show that we have instant write, double tap switch, the gestures right there, floating menu, and you can edit that menu if you'd like to add specific shortcuts. So instant write is when I tap on the screen when it's off with the stylus. Maybe I have to press the button when I do it. Yes, so you press the button and then you tap the screen and it will bring up that notes app. So that's really convenient. When it's sitting there, you press the button, tap the screen. It says, okay, you want to write yourself just a quick note, you can do so. As just a quick test, it does work on this front screen as well. If we lock it, press the button, tap the screen, it does work with that shortcut as well. So it's not just when the phone is unfolded, it's folded as well. And if you happen to write something and you don't like the way it looks or you want to get rid of it, just double press this button and it will switch inputs to an eraser, and you can double tap again to just go back to your pen input. As usual, let's test out that fingerprint scanner very quickly. Just setting my thumb down will do it. I don't have to actually press the button itself. I can if I'd like to. If you get really good at it, you can sort of press the top of your thumb and it won't unlock it right away, so you can look at your notifications. In terms of notifications, swiping from the upper left will get to them. Swiping from the upper right will get to that control center. And same goes for that inside display. Whoops. Upper left will be notifications, and then upper right, the control center, you can swipe back and forth between the two. Again, quick look at that hinge mechanism and just closing it, and there it is. So really, just really well done by Honor with this design overall, and of course Porsche design. Jumping into that camera application, we can go through the startup process, professional grade, try now, and here it is. So swiping through, and it looks like it said tap and swipe here for the rear selfies. If we swipe up, it will go to the rear. Okay, wait. Let's try that again. Swiping up, tapping. There it is, rear selfie. So now it's saying open up your phone for the rear selfie, which, you know, makes complete sense. And there we are. So I love that. You know, just make sure you look to the left though. Boom. So now we took a selfie with the main lenses. So the quality is just going to be better than it is on that front-facing camera. Not only that, you can maybe zoom in 2 times, 2.5 times, depending on the type of shot that you're going for. Pressing this icon will turn it off and you can go back to the inside. I think I might have just closed out of it, but there we go. You also have split screen mode, cover display preview, we saw that, but split screen mode will preview the shots that you do take 2 at a time. So that's kind of cool. As like a camera roll, you can scroll through and make sure that the shot that you took looks, you know, according to plan. Also a preview. So if you press this icon on the left side, the cover screen preview's on, but you can still look and take pictures. But you'll notice this preview's on. So they do have selfie mode, they have screen preview mode, and even picture preview. You can continue apps on the outside. When you do close it, you can sort of customize that within settings. Obviously, like I said, you have that 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens to take more. Shutter speed seems to be very quick overall when I'm snapping pictures. There's a 10x zoom right here, but like I mentioned earlier, that will go all the way up to 40 times zoom. When it comes to video, you can shoot all the way up to 4K at 60 frames a second. There's also a pro mode, so you can completely customize a shot with ISO, shutter speed, all that good stuff, and then going over into more, they have a super macro mode to get really close, slow-mo, time-lapse, all that good stuff. Now going back into our settings here, scrolling down, you have a group of different options. This is their skin on top of Android, but foldable phones is an option. So folding the phone will keep the exterior on or keep it off. I wish it was on per app basis, but that's the only option they give. They do have app scaling when in full screen on a per app basis, and extending, so opening apps and dual windows. And then there's a hover mode. So system equipped, your phone will enter hover mode when you view the app in full screen with screen folded. They do have shortcuts and gestures like screenshot with your knuckles, so double tap with your knuckle. Don't press too hard, obviously, on that internal display. And then waking screen with raising it, and a couple others. Plus, you have multi-window as an option, which is something you're really going to want to use because you obviously have a much larger screen to work with. So for example, if we are in an app, let's say the Play Store, we go to our recent apps, there's an icon here where you can sort of pop out that application and drag it around as a floating window. You can resize it. Yes, got it, up and down. You can minimize it as well, and it should go into a little bubble here on the right side, which makes multitasking really easy. But again, super useful when you have such a larger screen on your phone. And just as a quick demo, here's an HDR video on YouTube, and putting it horizontally, like I said, it's not quite a square. This is just a quick look at what you can get. You can pinch in. Of course, you can pinch in all the way if you'd like to get that full screen effect, which obviously is an option, but you can make it a little smaller if that's something you're looking for, if you're not looking to crop out all of that. But of course, when you fold it in half like so, it will put that content up towards the top and your controls down at the bottom. That is a specific app thing, so it just depends on the type of app that you're using. But overall, I do love the versatility foldables have. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of foldables in general. And then if we close it, what do we know? It's still going on that front screen. So anyways, that is it from me on the new Porsche Design Honor Magic V2. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this design. Again, very premium. I love the packaging. That was a great, fantastic unboxing experience. But drop a comment, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe. A lot more content coming soon. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.